I hope all is well, model car friends. And if you've fallen down the model car rabbit hole and you come across this video, please give me a like and a sub if you dig this sort of thing. And remember to wash your hands after pressing that like button. We don't know where it's been. Welcome back to Crazy Town in this 37 Ford. Here's an update and just showing you what I've been up to. Old Tom over at Rambler 69 suggested that I go with some Hillebrands on this and some real small front wheels. So my buddy Josh Reese over at BCG Resins hooked me up with these really wicked Hillebrands, front and back. Super excited to get these all cleaned up and painted and see what it looks like on here. I found these tires. I don't know what kit they're from, but see that they're the Marasso drag specials, and they are tiny little things, but they're cool. So that's what's going to be on the front and the back. I've been working on getting my coilovers together here and getting them, you know, put in place and stuff. I got to redo this bracket up here. It's not sticking out far enough, but I think I got that one figured out. It shouldn't be too bad. And then got my spindle put together here a little bit. So there's my brake. Kind of did this thing will focus for me, anodized sort of look for the bracket, and of course that'll fit in there. Boom, boom, boom. And I have been working on this hood, and it's been a real pain in the butt. Stuck some magnets in it so it'll line up. As you can see, I'm cutting out the louvers, getting that all together. I had to notch it a little bit for the A-arms. So what I did is I just kind of cut it and bent the plastic in, and then I'm filling it with filler and getting it all nice and smoothed out to where it looks like it's just kind of part of the body shape. At least I hope that's how it turns out. Let's see. Gonna put that little small block Chevy in there, and I think I'm gonna have to throw a supercharger on it because it's a mean machine. And then I've spent most of my time getting this floor pan together. So let me get all this out of the way real quick. Put it over there. Okay, so you can see this floor pan, I needed mounts, solid mounts. So I made a mount here and a mount here. A mount up there and a mount back there. These here are for my radiator, and they're going to be these pieces of solder is what I used, and just straighten it out, and they'll go through there like so, and then the radiator soft lines will hook from there and be ran to the motor and to the radiator. Made a radiator cap, so if that'll show up. All right, there we go. Zoom in on that. And I made a little piece of aluminum and a little itty bitty step down groove in that little aluminum there, and kind of made it look cool. And then I found this round photo etch thing. I believe it's a Gundam detail up piece, so that fit in there perfect. Then I made it to where you can see through the radiator. I might actually add another piece in there to make it not so transparent. And then started work on my fan, which is another VCG resin piece. But with the fan on there and all that stuff, I may not put anything in there to darken it up. But I'll get this painted up and detailed up. Get some wires ran from it and stuff. No, that should look pretty all right. Then I also have got my gas cap together. So as you can see, kind of showed how I did that, but that's how it turned out. It'll be all right. And then my front suspension. That's been kind of my main focus anyway. I need to make sure it's all squared up and right, and this is kind of the stage to do that and get the right height exact and do all those crazy little things. I got bushings in from my spindles. So you can see the bottom of the coil over. Then I used a piece of insulation that was about 20 thousandths, maybe just a touch more, and then used a little photo etch washer, and then that's aluminum tubing right there, and then I just kind of slid it all together and put it together. It's in there loosely. I will take some of them little nut things and put them on the ends, and that should hold everything in place. Let's see. Of course, there's my rack and pinion setup. There. It's just the tube. But as you can see, all I need to do, see, I've got the dealio like that, and that just slides in. Oop. Sure it does. Sure it does, Curtis. Does it really slide in? There we go. So you kind of get an idea of what that'll look like. And then from these ends here, I'll have a little tube, and then the rod end, and then to the steering knuckle itself. And at that point, I'll position the wheels the way I want them to be. And we should be good to go. So I got that bracket up top, my spindles, and then still trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to mount the wheels. I mean, I've got it pretty much figured out, but there's some work I need to do because the rims are so, or the tires are so skinny. I need to get rid of about that much of the back of the wheel. And sanding this stuff is quite toxic. You got to wear a mask, and you got to do it in a place too where you're not going to be getting that dust all over your model car stuff, because it's really fine. So I'll take care of that, and it should be good to go. Awesome wheels, man. Look at that. That's just cool. VCG resins. Probably the best. So here you can see how it fits together. I lost my pointer. Today's pointer is going to be brought to you by some other tweezers that I got. So I got it to fit tight along the firewall. Now I got to do the hump and everything for my transmission tunnel. That's never any fun. But I made these little brackets back here, got some in the corners, and then I got the front mounts back here and here. And I'm just kind of trying to make the floor pan look like a floor pan. Floor pan M&M. But I believe that's about it, guys. Next thing I'm going to do is get this motor somewhat together and get everything set up to where I can run my fuel lines, run my radiator lines, and my brake, or my battery cables, brake cables. Oh, yeah, I got brake lines. Got all kinds of stuff to do underneath here. Plus get that rear suspension completely done, which I'm waiting on painting the wheels and making sure that I have everything fitting together right. So that's my update. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing. My girlfriend told me that I'm like really close to 1,000 subs. I probably should check that out. So I absolutely appreciate you guys subbing. I think that's really cool. I never expected more than 5 subs anyway, if that. And it's just, you know, when I started, I didn't think anything of it. But we'll see what happens when I get to 1,000. Maybe I'll do a giveaway. Maybe if I do a giveaway though, man, it's gonna be something a little different. I'm more into tools and stuff, so stay tuned and model on, friends.